Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first video and I just wanted to share something that has been on my heart lately. I have realized something. I was having a conversation with a friend the other day and it just hit me that everyone is usually beautiful or handsome to me the first time I meet them. The first time I meet someone, they are beautiful and they're handsome. Maybe it's the way that they move, the way that they go through life, the way that the light catches their eye, or just how they respond to things. Maybe that's it, or it's just the fact that I don't know them and I don't have the first impression. That's why it's hard for me. A friend was asking me the other day, oh, do you believe in love at first sight? I was like, what's that? Because then that would mean I'll be in love with everyone and that's impossible. But then it got me thinking. It's weird how I see people as beautiful. It's not weird, but it got me thinking. Anyway, it got me thinking that when I see people the first time they're so beautiful, I see them as just good people and I attribute their being good people or not having enough information about them to them being beautiful or being good people or just being great, right? But then something shifts. I don't know, it's probably the energy. It's how they speak about topics, different topics, how they treat people, how they view certain things in society. And suddenly, I don't see them the same way. Something shifts. I start noticing things, and the minute you just behave badly, for lack of a better word, or you don't treat people well, and I'm not talking about the things, okay, the usual oh, be kind to the waitress, or don't do whatever when the janitor, the usual, what people would consider common sense, though it's not very common. But once there's that shift and I see them, maybe they just talk about themselves too much, or unnecessarily judge people around us. But then it's the things that people don't necessarily see, or even the person who's on the receiving end doesn't get to ever find out. But then they just talk about people way too much. Or even something as simple as not being in a position to take a hypothetical situation. I've never understood it. And I get it, I'm Christian. And yes, I'm Christian. And I've come across this thing, oh, don't joke about some things. But then I've encountered people who you give a hypothetical situation and say you're this. And they go, I cannot be that. I'm like, wait, it's hypothetical. For instance, for example, you were this. No, I am not that. It shifts immediately. Or the people who just talk about people unnecessarily. I'm not talking about just talking about people. I do talk about people, but then not too much. But I do talk about people, but then it's how people would just unnecessarily critique someone, and it's just you're weird. But then it shifts. The minute I see that side of them, they stop being beautiful. They stop being handsome. They start looking a little weird. I start noticing. It's funny how perception works, really. How someone's presence makes them glow or dim. The first time you encounter them, they're like a butterfly. And then they gradually just turn into a moth. And you're just or at least I'm just who are you? And what have you done to so and so that I used to know? And also, it got me thinking, okay, back to the question of a friend who asked me if I believe in love at first sight. It got me thinking, beauty to me is not fixed. Beauty to me, it's fluid. It is shaped by interaction, or just seeing this person, their face. And that's why I don't know if I give people the benefit of doubt, but this is just something that I've always done. When I see people the first time, I don't know them, whatever, I'm just they're so beautiful, they're so handsome, they look so good to me, because they have not shown me, And it's beyond the symmetry and, you know, like the perfect skin, the perfect face. It's like, it's how they behave, it's how they talk about people, it's how they behave when people are not watching, when there's no huge audience, or how they behave when they get comfortable. Because when people get comfortable, they can just say whatever, they can do whatever, they can, you know, be themselves. Once I see that, these people don't seem different, they are different to me. And once they're different, I can't unsee it. I'm learning again. I was just talking to a friend the other day about not giving grace, and I realized it's something that I'm very, very guilty of. I don't give people grace. I don't, okay, not like I don't give people grace, but I show up as myself when I interact with people, right? When I encounter someone, I show up as myself. This is me. This is I, Iladiva K. You're not getting any other. I'll probably get more, you know, outspoken here, but this is it. Like, there's nothing that I'm, you know, hiding per se, or that will be unleashed at some point. But then I noticed that people, once you show me who you are, that's it. Like, that's who you are. That used to be who I was, but really I'm learning to give people grace and allow people to grow. Because when my friend told me that, she also told me, like, because I don't give people grace, I don't give myself grace either, to change, to grow, to learn, to change my desires, to change what I want. Like, you know, I'm too hard on myself, and because I'm too hard on myself, it spills over to how I treat other people. But also, I realize it's a form of pride, really. It's just like thinking, oh no, if I showed up like this, you should show up like that too. But yeah. Anyway, that was today's video. This is my first video. If you like such content, please stick around for more. There will be more for sure. This is my first life. Please be kind to me. Like, comment, and, you know, just tell me what's your perception of beauty and first impressions. Comment and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Toodoo.